amigos, bienvenido a Playa del Carmen. What's up, adventurers? Yes, I am sunburned. Yes, we are in Mexico, Playa del Carmen. Here are our first impressions. Let's go.
So this is our second full day here in Playa del Carmen. Right now we're just currently walking through the center. The first 2 days that we arrived here, we just basically slept and just did our own thing. But now we feel ready to go. We're refueled, recharged, ready to explore Playa del Carmen and show you guys what we think of this place so far and give you our first impressions. Let me tell you something, this is a very beautiful area. Right now where we are, we're just a little bit off of Fifth Avenue, which would be the main street or the main area, if you will, of the center of Playa del Carmen, and we're on our way now to the playa or the beach just to go for a bit of a walk around. In terms of beaches, Playa del Carmen has everything that you could ever want. There's literally kilometers stretched long of beach here, lots of beach clubs, lots of beach bars, jet skis, parasailing, everything that you could possibly need is along the stretch here in Playa del Carmen. And what we're doing now is just basically taking a nice walk along to show you guys exactly the area that we are going to on a daily basis, just for a swim or a nice walk like this one right now.
If you walk a little bit further north, basically towards Cancun, away from the center, you will find lots of crazy beautiful beaches like this one here. And there's little to no tourism up here. It looks like it's more of like a public local type of beach, because the beach is a lot more natural, so you will find algae and all of that stuff, but it is a lot more beautiful. It's completely empty, no loud music playing in the back, and it's just beautiful. Check this out.
In terms of accommodation here in Playa del Carmen, you have plenty of options. There's obviously the standard booking a hotel or a resort along the beachfront. But for that option, obviously it's going to cost you a lot more money. There is some hotels based along the beach here in Playa del Carmen, like the Grand Hyatt and stuff like that, where you could be paying, you know, a couple of hundred up to $1,000 a night for some of these hotels and resorts. And I understand that these are all inclusive, and you do have, you know, all your food and everything like that is included. But we are looking at staying for a longer period of time. Like, we're going to be in Playa del Carmen alone just for 1 month. And then we're going to move on to a different part of Mexico entirely. We do plan to be here for as long as our visa basically allows us to. So that is the reason why we decided to go for an Airbnb, kind of a local-ish Airbnb. We're pretty distant from the center, maybe like 30 minutes. If you were to walk, well, actually a little bit longer, 30 to 45 minutes walking from the center is where we're staying, in a place called Villas del Sol. And it's very easily accessible, though. That's the thing. You just basically jump on a colectivo and jump on the colectivo. Colectivos is basically like a local bus that goes with a bunch of locals, and you can just pay 10 pesos per person to jump on this colectivo, and it takes you pretty much anywhere. It takes you to the center, and it takes you to all of the places outside of the center as well. So the colectivos is this fantastic thing that we discovered very quickly. Thankfully, we discovered them very quickly when we arrived here in Playa del Carmen, because it is a lifesaver. If you do want to stay a little bit outside the center, you're not willing to pay a couple $1,000s a week or a month. The place where we're staying is only €400 a month, so that's like 450, 460 US dollars for the entire month for us staying here in beautiful Playa del Carmen. So we're very excited to bring you guys tons of fresh content and lots and lots of videos of Mexico. Let's do it, guys. Very exciting times to come. Just a quick little add-on as well, that 450, 460 US dollars that we're paying for our Airbnb, that's a 2-bedroom Airbnb. So we have 2 bedrooms, the entire apartment for ourselves, plus there's a swimming pool. So, you know, less than 500 US, you get a swimming pool, you get 2 bedrooms, and all you have to do to get here to the center is hop on a bus. You know, it doesn't make much sense if you're gonna go and pay, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 grand if you want to stay here for a month as well, to go to one of these 5-star hotels, unless you like that luxury lifestyle and you like having, you know, everybody serving you whatever you want whenever you need it. But for us, we want a little bit more of an authentic experience, and that's the reason why we went for the Airbnb. We're gonna link the Airbnb for you guys, the general area as well, just to give you an idea and an understanding of what you can get here in Playa del Carmen when you do come here. And you don't have to spend an arm and a leg when you do it as well. Okay guys, so we just had a quick little dip here at the beach, and now we're going to make our way to one of our local malls or stores. We're going to show you guys what the cost of eating food here is like if you are what the cost of eating food here is like if you're going to be cooking your meals at home, which we're planning on doing. We'll also have a couple of videos of the cost of eating if you're going to restaurants as well, so expect those videos in the very near future. But for now, let's go to the shopping mall. I sound so American when I say to the mall, but let's go.
Let's go to the mall.
Alright guys, so we just came out of our little mall trip here. We got a bag full of stuff for tonight. We have a whole chicken, big bag of Cheetos, and then just a couple of other snacks like a Milky Way bar and Jack Links.
Watermelon as well.
Oh, a large watermelon as well. So it all came to 186 pesos, which is like €7 basically, like €7.50, something like that, or relatively close to like $9 US, $10 US. So it's very cheap, very reasonable prices, especially if you go to the local malls around here. This mall itself is called Chedraui. I'm probably butchering the name, but it's spelled Chedraui. So definitely check it out if you guys are coming to Playa del Carmen.
I think this mall here is a little bit cheaper as well than Walmart. So like Walmart is just around the corner here down the street, and then there's this one which like the local Mexican people tend to go to a little bit more than to Walmart, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, definitely check this mall out. It's nice, reasonably priced. We're gonna go now and jump in our colectivo. We're gonna give you guys our actual first impression as well of Playa del Carmen, and yeah, then we'll finish the video off. So check back in now in a sec, guys. Just something to keep in mind as well, this is me and Naomi's first time ever being in Mexico, so, and this is actually the first place that we decided to go to, was Playa del Carmen, just to try and ease ourselves in to the culture of Mexico in general, and then we're going to work our way more into the interior of the country itself. So we're seeing Playa del Carmen as it is with fresh eyes. Both of us are from Europe, so hopefully we can give you a nice little perspective of our first impressions of this place.
We were told as well on the day we arrived by someone who frequently travels to Playa del Carmen that the area here and Tulum is a little bit more expensive with pretty much everything, but that's just because of the amount of tourism that you can find here. But if you go to the likes of Oaxaca, for example, it will get a lot cheaper, so we can't wait to see that and then compare the places as well.
Guys, so we're back in our apartment and we're going to give you guys our first impressions of Playa del Carmen itself. Like we said, we've been here now for 2 full days. This is our 3rd day here, so we have a little bit of an understanding of what the place is actually like and what's sort of around. We're still discovering tons of new stuff every single day, but for me, my first impression of Playa del Carmen, it's absolutely stunning. The beaches are beautiful, like some of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen in my life. The sand is incredibly high quality. It's touristy, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of tourist things happening. A lot of people are on the beach trying to sell you stuff and trying to sell you, you know, jet skis, parasailing, whatever it may be, mangoes, churros, everything. There's people constantly walking up and down the beach trying to sell hats, everything. So that comes with it. Obviously, it's a tourist destination for a reason. It's a very beautiful place. Like I said, the beaches are some of the best that I've ever seen in my life. Hotels all along the beachfront. Like I was saying earlier in the video, guys, you have tons of options for hotels if you're going to come to Playa del Carmen. We're staying in an Airbnb, just a little bit more convenient for us because we're planning on staying here for quite some time. But there's tons of options, and that's something that stands out for me in terms of a first impression, that there's tons of things to do. You're never going to be bored while you're here in Playa del Carmen. You just have such a wide variety of things to do, and it's a really amazing place. And so far for me, this place definitely gets a 10 out of 10. Weather-wise, very tropical. Right now it's October, so we're coming towards the end of rainy season. Hurricane season, I know, is actually currently right now, lasts up until the end of November as far as I know, but there's a lot of precaution in place, obviously, because Playa del Carmen, Quintana Roo, this whole Yucatan Peninsula area is well used to getting its fair share of hurricanes, so everybody understands exactly what to do, and there seems to be a very great protocol in place for that, so I feel very safe being here. And that's another thing that I want to touch on as well, just before I pass the camera to Naomi. Safety here is amazing. A lot of people, when they say Mexico, they think it's not going to be safe. This is incredibly safe, and I feel more comfortable walking down the street here than I do in my hometown of Dublin in Ireland. So thumbs up for safety as well. So that's my first impression. Pass you over to Naomi.
Okay, so my first impression, first of all, I couldn't agree more with Luke. We feel incredibly safe here. The beaches are amazing. Yes, it is a little bit touristy, but I do think that there's kind of two sides to the story here. So you can do a lot of local things, because especially like we are living in a very local area. There's no tourists around here. There's no hotels, no nothing. Like the majority of the people here only speak Spanish as well. So no matter what you do, there's always a touristy side and a local side to it, and we are trying to keep it a little bit more on the local side, I'd say. And the same goes with the beaches. So you saw today the beach that we were on, it was super local. There was no hotels. It was very nice and empty. So I do think that you can get an authentic feeling of Mexico around Playa del Carmen as well. And it's not all super Americanized. Obviously, you find a lot of American culture here, but you know, there's another side to it as well. And I'm just, because it is our first time in Mexico, I'm just in complete awe. No matter where I go, the plants you see, the trees, the birds, all of the animals here are just tropical, and they're all so beautiful. And I just love it here, to be honest. My first impression couldn't be better.
And coconuts growing in a tree as well. That's something that was really cool to see. You just casually walking along the beach, and then you look up and there's like coconuts growing on a palm tree, and you're like, oh, okay. Just the feeling I get in Playa del Carmen is life. There's life happening here, and people are living, and there's life in wildlife, nature. It's just people being at one with the beach and the ocean.
It's always laughter and music in the street as well. People are just having conversations every single day with each other, and it's just a very open and welcoming culture.
Yeah, and the Mexican people as well are some of the friendliest people that we've met already. Like, we've only been here for, as I said, 3 days. Everybody that we've spoken to is incredibly warm and welcoming, and just a very, very nice people. Can't wait to spend more time here. We're going to be spending quite some time in Mexico, so make sure to hit the red subscribe button. Drop a thumbs up on this video, guys. Plenty more content to come. We are Nalu Adventures. See you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hasta luego.